Hey guys, and welcome back to Twilight Princess. Now that Midna's up and on her feet again, or on the back of Link, I guess it's time to go procure us a Blade of Evil's Bane.
So, now that Midna and Zelda have done a fusion dance, should we, give them a new name? Are they Zedna or Milda?
You're on the right track thinking about animes and whatnot, but I'd go more for Yu-Gi-Oh! With this veritable pyramid of light here.
Oh, God, now they're gonna summon some ancient Egyptian dragon. Jesus fuck. No.
Seems Zant is working with Anubis here.
I will shake my tiny fist at this!
Punch as hard as you might, Midna, you ain't gonna shatter that barrier.
From far away, nothing Midna does can look intimidating. It's just all so adorable.
I did a little bit of a cut here, because I wasn't sure whether you could walk back or not, so I basically ran my ass all the way back to the Faron province.
Which, we've seen the overworld, guys. It's done. We don't need to be looking at that no mo.
Probably could have walked closer, but I love these woods. They're nice and green and woody, so we can go through them again.
And at this point, it's been long enough that we can remiss, instead of just, oh wow, we're back.
Don't need any lantern oil to light our way here. I could use the sensors, but I'm mostly just following the mini-map.
Plus, why would a wolf need assistance to see in the dark? They got keen eyes.
Why is this place poisoned again?
I don't know, because everyone was saying that, oh, it's the boss that's causing the toxin, but then we cleared it out. So this should be fixed. I mean, hell, when you beat the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time, the ring goes away. Lake Hylia fills up after the Water Temple, so don't tell me they can't do post-dungeon changes.
I guess it's just to pad it out a bit, make you do some platforming and the like.
Or maybe it's not the boss that was sending out the purple fog. Huh, maybe.
Gotcha.
Why can't you use this move all the time on every enemy? Seriously, or have different sort of, vicious takedowns.
That would be too much for a children's game. I think it would bump the rating up, and I think we discussed this in a very early part of the playthrough, but it would just be a bit too nasty.
Aww, but the T rating is so meh. I want my Zelda games rated M or nothing at all.
Well, you know what, I'll shoot Ayanuma an email or two, and hopefully we can get up to an M for Zelda Wii U.
Hells yes, mass genocide in Zelda games. Okay, so it goes from the pitch darkness of the foggy swamp to broad daylight. I'm very confused as to the current status of this entire forest.
Well, you may get a little bit more confused when you see what's chasing this poor monkey here.
Holy shit.
Woodland demonic puppet creatures.
Those things are badass. I like how they have the face from Emil in Nier. If you guys haven't played Nier, play Nier. That's all I have to say. They also remind me of, Now, I don't watch said anime, and I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea that I watch said anime, but there is a character in Naruto that has puppets, and those monsters did remind me of said puppets.
Okay. I don't watch it either, so I'll just take your word for it, honestly. Oh, sweet, we get to go to a new area. I actually quite like this, returning to old areas and finding, a new section. Skyward Sword did it as well, but apart from the desert area, I didn't really care for it.
I just think that maybe that could have been an area that you could attempt, and then you fall to your doom. It's like, what the hell were you thinking? Why would you try and clear that gap? And then later on it's like, oh, yeah, we just wanted to let you know that you could totally clear that gap.
I'm loving this area, it's nice and bright. I have to wonder who sets up these booby traps, though. And again, questioning basic game logic, but I'm pedantic and anal retentive, it's my gimmick.
I'm gonna go with the bokoblins. I mean, they inhabit this area. They've been pretty much the antagonizing force within the woods. It definitely can't be the monkeys, because monkeys are too pure of heart to want to set deadly traps.
No, I'm just thinking of the numerous amounts of bokoblins who fell into the gorge trying to set that shit up. Needs another go around? Okay.
Lovely. Literally on par with Midna's lament.
I just noticed the Sheikah symbol on the Howling Stone. Kinda reminds me of the Gossip Stones, actually.
Even though you can't send these into space by blowing them up with a bomb.
Now, someone said one of the previous Howling Stones that you were able to identify was the Sonata of Awakening. I'm not sure what this one is.
Oh, it's Prelude to Light. Sorry, I had to actually listen to it. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can definitely tell with that one.
That works with Mr. Golden Wolf over there. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. The most perfect opera, IGN.
I'm gonna have to go with 0 out of 10. Was not a prelude. Tones went down at the end.
You disgust me, Link. Goodbye.
You played the wrong thing.
Bolero of Fire is the best just then.
It's no Requiem of Spirit, so shut up.
I'll piss off with you spirit-themed shenanigans.
Man, that's not even remotely close to where we are.
We'll get it later, don't worry about it. Speaking of shenanigans, how do you fancy a bit of Lost Woods fun, Maxie?
I do enjoy what they've done with the Sacred Grove and the Lost Woods in this version. Although this has opened the floodgates to, like... There's essentially 2 locations that the Master Sword has consistently been in the series. It is either in the Temple of Time, or it is in the Lost Woods. And Twilight Princess decided to say, ¿Por qué no los dos?
Can we get a Spanish to English translation, please?
Why not both? They
Okay.
decided, hey, we're just gonna put it in a temple, in the woods, and it'll make everything better.
Okay, well, I don't need, like, an FAQ to figure out what song this is. I very nearly said Saria's song, but it's Zelda's Lullaby.
One of the best tracks in A Link to the Past. Don't you dare say it's from Ocarina of Time, or I will cut you.
He will. Skull Kid.
With a complete makeover going on there. Goodbye, Duckbeak. And instead, his face looks just like the moon in Majora's Mask, which I think is really cool.
You ready for a game of hide and seek? Because that's basically what we gotta do. Hunt down the Skull Kid, give him a bit of a wolfy action here and there, and just carry on doing that until we eventually find our way to where the Master Sword lies.
And you just gotta watch out, because in every area that he's hiding, he's just gonna summon his demon puppets to distract you and occupy you while he's hiding. Why does he even need a lantern? And where is he getting oil for that? I want to find where it is, because that's burning way brighter than ours.
Part of me thinks the whole lantern thing is like tied to folklore, but I couldn't honestly give you like what folklore it's from off the top of my head.
Skull Kid is like derived from every single culture's version of wood, spirit, elf, nymph, trickstery little guys. Like, you can't pin that on just one.
Would you say this version of Skull Kid is malevolent? Because he's kind of helping us here. I mean, he is opening the way.
I'm definitely gonna say that he's on okay terms. He's definitely not sending the moon after us and turning us into a Deku scrub.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it more comes across as he doesn't know the limits. Like, he really thinks we're just playing and having fun, but it just so happens that his level of fun involves death. So I definitely like the Skull Kid in this game. I mean, it's not like he has personality or anything, but what we do have for him as a character, I enjoy. I like him.
Fun design, at the very least.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Like I said, they took the original clothes from the Ocarina of Time, changed it up, give him the Majora's Mask moon face, smash it together, and really good design.
I actually kind of got a little bit lost here, but if you listen to his tunes, you can find him easily enough.
Yeah, they had to shake up the Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. It can't be just a music puzzle, because that's so old and cliched at this point. How many of these does he have? Jesus.
Well, they're just basically one puppet, so, you know.
So what, he's like carving out the entire trees? Eventually there's gonna be no Lost Wood because he turned them all into demon puppets?
Yeah, sure.
That's pretty metal. Way to go, Skull Kid.
Oh, you can't attack me when I'm in the water. There's gotta be rules against that kind of thing.
Ain't no rules in the Lost Woods. What goes on in the Lost Woods stays in the Lost Woods.
How do we feel about the remix of the Lost Woods theme? A lot calmer, this one.
You say calmer, but I think it adds a little spookiness to it. And it's almost like it wasn't intentional, but just adding that piano in the background of it, I don't know, it makes the Lost Woods even more unsettling.
It gives it a bit of a wistful tone to get pretentious for a second here.
Yeah, it really does feel... And if you look, there's no map. So it really does feel like you've been cut off from the rest of Hyrule. Like, this is not just, oh, some woods right there. Like, this is almost probably on a separate plane.
When this goes away, you know you're definitely getting closer to the source.
He even opened it up for us, so I really think he's a good guy. He's cool. He just needs some boundaries set. He's the kid.
Yeah, Skull Kid, closing the title.
Yeah, but I wonder what his origins Twilight Princess wise is, because the Skull Kids in Ocarina of Time, that's exactly what they were. They were just what happened to kids that get lost in the woods, as opposed to, you know, adults becoming Stalfos. But this guy seems less like, a part of a species, but that he is his own entity. Like, there aren't Skull Kids, it's just the Skull Kid.
Yeah, there's barely anything Deku related in this game. There's certainly no, like, sentient members of the Deku race to chat with and the like.
One race had to get cut, and the Dekus really had nothing really going for them.
You know, it's ironic, for all the stuff from Ocarina that's Twilight Princess cribs from, it doesn't take Link's Deku roots, or Kakiri for that matter.
I mean, they could have had him raised by a tree again, but I don't know, it just leads to more awkwardness when you make a more realistic Zelda game. I mean, at the very least, they do the sort of fish out of water. And I don't mean like, oh, he's a small guy in a big adventure, but I literally mean in Ocarina of Time, he was secretly a Hylian among Kokiris. And they sort of do it in reverse. Link is now an outsider. He's Ordana in Hyrule. So maybe that's sort of how they reference back to that.
How did you find this particular section? Annoying or fun?
I had fun. Just because the puppets don't really do much. It's just really fun to knock them with the wolf charges and whatnot.
I'm seeing a very vulnerable rock there, and it's a teasing thing, because obviously we don't have access to our humanoid weapons right now.
Maybe something in the plot will occur to allow us to do that.
OMG.
See, he even says bye-bye. He's so nice.
Well, this is the guy who's going to enable us to get the Blade of Evil's Bane. God, I hate being in debt to people.
Being in debt to a woodland spirit child thing at that, I mean, what do you pay him back with? Corn?
Your firstborn?
I don't think Link's even going to get to that point, ever.
Ah, this old song and dance.
This song is super special to the Hyrule royal family, so we're just going to have it be the key to everything. Once you've got this melody, you pretty much control the entire kingdom. And it's like when you have one password be your password on all your sites. You're just asking for trouble.
It is time to play a game, mortal.
Oh god, I don't like playing games. Last time I agreed to play a game, I woke up with a key behind my eye.
And, if we asked for an ass shot, we would have asked for an ass shot. Don't give us one off the bat.
I'm pretty sure I asked for one, like, in part 6, but I'm so over asses now. You want to talk about annoying parts? No, Skull Kid was not annoying. This was annoying to me.
This is an age-old puzzle. You just have to get the two statues back to their original standing points. Do you want to explain how it works?
If the statue is at an edge, they obviously won't drop to their doom. So, when you kind of want to move one statue, you have to get the other one obviously pinned into a corner to accomplish it. This puzzle is a bit time-consuming. The fastest you can possibly solve it is within 12 turns. So, you can kind of see why I don't like it, and I consider this the annoying part rather than fighting Skull Kid.
Well, that's just the speedrunner in you talking. How does MBM, the real dude, think about it?
I mean, there could have been way worse puzzles. They could have done, like, 16 tile, which is even worse. At least with this, you know, get a little brain buster. Now there's legit challenge upon claiming the Master Sword, instead of just, oh hey, you know a song, you are worthy of this powerful sword. Statue gift, no care, beast.
We return to eternal slumber. Please visit the gift shop on the way out.
Also, the glowy lines make them similar to all the statues that were in Tower of the Gods in Wind Waker. Like that too.
Yeah. This is a great bit of scenery here.
I got so much good concept art for these shots with the Master Sword.
Here we go, guys. The Blade of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword, currently residing in Ganondorf's forehead in another timeline.
Ew. What's so badass?
Fucking plot points!
Like, what are you gonna do to the sword, Wolfling? What are you gonna do? You're gonna nibble on it? Yeah, that's gonna accomplish so much. Sword of Evil's Bane and also Master Surgeon. Can the Master Sword do no wrong?
Shot that will be used in every trailer to represent Twilight Princess until the end of time.
Hell, I'm even gonna use it in reviews.
Can you calm down on the dramatic stuff, Link? Nearly got blown off the map there.
I do like how he turns back into human, and there's not really a scene, it's just, it happens. It's like, just, we've all seen him turn into human and back, just deal with it. The sword's over here. It's over here, Link! No, there's nothing over there.
That's cool. Not as cool as the little twirly thing where you put it back in the scabbard. Speaking of, we have a new scabbard now.
I don't know where it came from, but yep, magic.
The Master Scabbard, spoken of in Hyrulean lore.
It's commonly forgotten after, you know, the Toothpick of Destiny.
Pay attention to this. This is very important. It does not come from Midna's race. It is different magic. And it can allow us to, as Midna says, transform from wolf to human and human to wolf.
Which opens up a lot of gameplay within this game. Like, you probably didn't even notice going through it, but once you realize that you have these transformations on call, the world just opens up, and it's almost like you've doubled the map size.
Bit of sweet interaction here.
Midna, the last time I went on a quest for you, all the shit I worked so hard for ended up getting thrown in the garbage. I'm gonna need some compensation for this.
Oh, she's bashful. I guess being almost destroyed via light kind of humbles a person. Okay guys, that will do it for now, so I guess we're gonna warp on out of here. Closest place to the Golden Wolf is Castletown, so we'll go there. And we'll see you next time in part 20 of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. See you then.